AITA for refusing to let my mother-in-law move in and exposing her secret double life. My wife 30F and I 32M have been married for 8 years and we have 2 kids 7F and 5M. My mother-in-law Mill 58F has always had a strained relationship with me. She thinks I'm not good enough for her daughter and never hesitates to point out my shortcomings. Despite this, I've always tried to maintain a cordial relationship for the sake of my wife and kids. Recently, Mill's landlord decided to sell the house she was renting, and she was given a 60-day notice to vacate. My wife suggested that Mill move in with us temporarily until she could find a new place. I was hesitant because of our history, but I reluctantly agreed. However, things took a turn when Mill started making demands. She wanted the guest room, which we've been using as a home office since the pandemic started. I work from home full-time, and having a dedicated space is crucial for my productivity and sanity. MIL insisted that I move my office to the basement, which is dark, damp, and not suitable for work. When I refused, Mill called me selfish and accused me of not caring about her situation. My wife tried to mediate, but Mill kept escalating the situation. Finally, I put my foot down and told Mill that while she's welcome to stay, she has to respect our space and use the basement or the living room as her temporary bedroom. MIL was furious and decided to stay with her sister instead. After Mill moved out, things started to get really strange. I found an envelope in the guest room with several documents that revealed Mill had a second, secret family in another city. There were photos, letters, and even a birth certificate of a child none of us knew about. I confronted Mill about this, and she broke down, admitting that she had been leading a double life for over 20 years. She begged me not to tell my wife, but I couldn't keep such a massive secret from her. Now, my wife is upset with me for driving her mother away and causing family drama, but she's also reeling from the revelation of her mother's secret life. I feel bad for my wife, but I also believe that our home office is essential for my work and our family's well-being. Update 1. Thank you for all the feedback and advice. It's been a challenging few weeks since my original post. My wife and I had several long conversations about the situation. She acknowledged that I had valid concerns but felt caught between her loyalty to her mother and our family's needs. In an attempt to find a compromise, I suggested that we help Mill financially with finding a new place instead of her moving in with us. We looked into various housing options and even offered to cover her first month's rent and security deposit. Mill initially refused, saying she didn't want our charity, but after some persuasion, she agreed. MIL found a nice apartment close to her sister's place and moved in. Update 2. A month has passed since my last update, and I'm happy to report that things are looking up. Mill has settled into her new apartment and is getting along well with her sister. Our family has found a new balance, and my wife and I have been spending more quality time together, focusing on strengthening our marriage. We also started family therapy to address some underlying issues and improve communication. It has been incredibly helpful for all of us. MIL even joined a session which allowed us to air out our grievances in a controlled environment. While we're not best friends now, we have a better understanding and respect for each other's boundaries. During one therapy session, Mill revealed another shocking detail. She had been involved in an underground gambling ring and had racked up significant debts, which was part of the reason she had been borrowing money from us. This revelation shook us to the core and explained some of the mysterious letters we had been. Update 3. Just when we thought things were settling down, another bombshell dropped. My wife received an anonymous email with links to a social media profile of Mill's secret family. The profile was filled with recent photos and posts, revealing that Mill had been maintaining close ties with her other family, visiting them frequently, and even attending important events. My wife was livid and confronted Mill, who admitted everything. It turns out Mill had been using our financial support to fund her trips and gifts for her secret family. This revelation has caused a massive rift, and my wife has cut off all contact with Mill. We're now dealing with the fallout and trying to protect our kids from the drama. To add to the chaos, Mill's secret family has been trying to contact us, claiming they had no idea about Mill's double life and demanding answers. We've had to change our phone numbers and beef up security around our home. This whole ordeal has been incredibly stressful, but it's also brought my wife and me closer as we navigate this together. We're committed to putting our family's well-being first and rebuilding our lives away from the chaos Mill brought into it. As a final bizarre twist, we discovered that Mill had been storing several odd items in a rented storage unit under a fake name, everything from vintage clown costumes to old, unopened cans of soup. It seems like every day we uncover a new layer to her secretive and chaotic life. We're still in therapy and working on rebuilding our sense of normalcy, but it's clear that our lives will never be the same. Thank you all for your continued support and advice. This experience has truly been a roller coaster, but we're determined to come out stronger on the other side.